This one was working just fine. Why now? Now I'm confused. The gold one works. That's the important one, but what? Hello, everybody, and welcome back to some more Stoneblock 4. Today, I'm finally gonna get around to automating our goo from just dire things. Reason for this being, for some of the next processes, we're really gonna need time fluid automated. And while on the surface, a lot of that wouldn't really be so bad, for me to be able to start automating getting the polymorphic fluid for that time stuff, we are first going to need to get ourselves this catalyst, which does involve blaze gold. So we'll need to automate it at least up to that point. I'm just gonna go ahead and automate the whole shebang for this, just because why not? But I am still going to want to get myself some more goo as, what was it called again? Oh wait, no, I never set it up to a process. But I'm gonna want to get more of these, as I think I'm gonna want one per each thing. Then after that, to be able to upgrade these, I just need to go ahead and slap all these guys on here, and it'll start going along the levels. Ah, that is beautiful. Alrighty, but as you can see, these guys are gonna require a food source. We're gonna get into that a little bit, but I actually have a very cheeky way for me to be able to automate these guys very easily. So I can just go ahead and break these guys down. There we go. Then we can just go ahead and take all of these guys to their places over here. Now we've gotten these guys all put into place, but we still need to automate actually putting the stuff in and giving them their power. That is where these 3 blocks are going to come into place. Actually, I don't know why I'm flying away. I can literally do this right here because the power at a little terminal. So the first block we're going to need is the advanced clicker. It looks like I already have a simple clicker and the Celeste gem for this, so that is good. We just need to grab ourselves 3 eyes. So that should give us our advanced clicker. There we go. I should only need 1 of those. After that, we're gonna need to grab ourselves the advanced block placer and the advanced block breaker, both of which are just gonna need more eyes, but also simple versions of themselves, which the simple block breaker, all I need is an observer, it looks like, so that's good. And then for this one, it's just a dispenser, which I actually already have. So there we go, simple block breaker. So now we should be able to make ourselves our advanced block breaker and our advanced block placer. There we go. Oh, and that was just enough Celeste gems. That is awesome. Alrighty. So now that we've gotten these babies, I may need more than just the ones of these guys. I might need some dedicated for each of them. Actually, the block breaker, I might be able to get away with just the 1. We'll see how that goes. So the reason why I'm not certain of it is because if we could go ahead and put this, we'll put it on redstone, we'll show our area. I should then just be able to, why is it going out that way? Oh, wait, because that is the center area. Okay, so then we should just need to go out like this. It might be beneficial to put it near the center, actually. So let's move this guy. A couple more Z or X's should do it. So no, not quite. We need to be out a little bit. I can't go up by the 1 more. At the end of the day, this is probably going to have the exact same length as the block placer as well. Yeah, that should probably be fine then, I guess. So it won't be too much of a problem. So then we can put the block placer down here as well. We can go ahead and render that area and then just increase this one by that as well. And yep, same issue. All right, that's fine. So then other than that, we should just need to increase the Y range of our block placer and our block breaker. I might want to swap these.
Later.
Okay, so scratch everything that I was saying before. I could not do it with just the 1 block placer or the block breaker with this. I was gonna need a second one if I wanted to do it like this, because remember, I wanted 1 for each of these, right? Well, even with the advanced stuff, there was no way for me to really be able to get all of these guys to be their separate ones if I had it just on 1 long line. So instead, we have all of these different block placers, which are gonna be hooked up to different items for their various purposes. And those purposes are what we're gonna need to lock this today. So we're going to need to allow for this one will be to place iron, and we'll have it at like a single tick speed, so that's fine. This one will be our gold, and then this one will be our diamond. And then this last one over here will be our netherite. That's going to involve a bit of an extra step that we're going to need to take, but for the most part, it should be fine. Now, here is the question. Is there any use for the raw stuff outside of making their main forms? Does not appear that there is any purpose for them. So if I can then get my block breakers equipped with an item that has an auto smelting enchant, that might work. Actually, I might be able to kill multiple birds with one stone because there doesn't appear to be a smelting enchant, but there is an upgrade smelter for the Just Dire Things tools. So if I was to get a pickaxe, I could get 2 pickaxes and then I could make this upgrade smelter, no problem. It just takes a couple blast furnaces. So yeah, this can be done very easily.
1 minute, 37 seconds later.
All right, so I got a couple more Celestigem pickaxes, so I should be able to just plop these guys with auto smelt. That should be good. Now, here's the question. I actually have a bit of an intriguing one. Can I, like, lock this to here in some way? Like, is there a way for me to do that? Because I know that with, like, the hoe, when you have things that it can like hoe things up, you can configure it to an inventory. Okay, so I figured out that for me to do the whole teleporting thing, I need a upgrade drops teleport, which yeah, I can put on these pickaxes, so that is good. But we are going to first need to get myself a bit more fairy core for me to be able to do that. So this does give me a good chance to test to see if our Celestigem pickaxe with these auto smelt upgrades in here will actually be able to smelt these guys, or if I'm gonna need to do something else. So you know what? That is good. So, and that does get rid of that. So that's good. So let's go ahead and break this down. It does smelt the fairy core. So now that I do have these with this, can I do this? Okay, yes, I can. So now this one has been bound here. This one is also bound here. So these guys, when they break stuff, it will get sent to an available drawer, it looks like. So I'm gonna need to make some drawers for these guys.
5 minutes later.
Well, I did need to make a couple of these in advance for me to be able to lock these drawers, but this should be good now. So now, all that's really left for me to do is to just configure these guys to have all the blocks that they're gonna need going into here. But first, we are gonna need to set the block breakers as well, because now that we have the blocks that are going in, we're gonna need the blocks that are coming out. So we can put this here, put this on allow, and then we just need to put in the raw fairy core ore, the raw blaze gold ore, the raw Celestigem ore, and then the raw eclipse alloy ore. And then this guy over here probably could have just been a normal block breaker, as he's already just doing 1 block anyways, and only needs to be the eclipse alloy. And then I just need to hook these guys up to power in some cables.
A few moments later.
Okay, so I got the power in, and I've got all the export buses here with the stuff put in here just as extra security for more filters. You know how it is. The block of netherite doesn't actually have a chicken, but I do have it in replication, so I just put a crafting card in here for this one as well. But I realized I forgot the most important one out of all these, which is the advanced clicker. Now, the reason why the advanced clicker is so important is actually very, very simple. We're gonna want this guy set to allow, and then we're just want to go ahead and grab ourselves some skulk. And this is what is going to power these boys. So let's just go ahead and turn off the rendering of these guys. We already know where these are all going to be. So now putting the offset to make sure that this guy is touching all of these, it should just go ahead and click these guys when it's ready. So then putting skulk in here with the craftable things, that way it'll pull from the other guys. We should know if this works here. So let's just go ahead and put that all there. And I forgot to hook this guy up to power. Oh, come on, game. Don't do this to me, game. Come on. I've been a good boy. I've been a good, decent boy. I got my skin working again. I've been a really good boy. Like, yeah, I forgot to mention, I finally fixed this. I'm really happy also. Please don't make me sad, game. You don't want to make me sad, do you? Oh, it's going to make me so sad. Oh, it's going to make me so sad. Okay. Did it work? It is working? Is it? Well, I've got it set to click. It's allowing the skulk. Maybe it's position based? Why is it not working?
A little longer than a few minutes later.
Okay, so I looked it up, and if this is correct, I'm gonna be mad. Let's go ahead and put that there. What that means is the goose, this filter was for the goose. It was not for the item I'm using to click. It was for the other guy. So we're gonna want to switch that to south then, so that way it doesn't just like keep placing down Skulk, because otherwise that's gonna be a mess for me. And since these guys are already behind there, it shouldn't be able to place them like that. That should be good. So now all I should need to do is just connect the cables to all of these other guys right down here. So let's go ahead and start with this one. This will be the important one. Let's see if it starts working. Is it working? It doesn't appear to be working. Is by chance. About the goo again. Gosh, dang it. But now we're left with a new problem. This is not doing it in the way that I thought it was going to do it. Looks like it was a good thing that I decided to grab multiples of these because this is dumb. Okay, I guess then let's just go ahead and then put this on up. Just because otherwise it's gonna be a bit weird, and we'll just have this be symmetrical. I don't know why it's not placing like all of these, but I guess we'll figure that out later. So let's just go ahead and have this here. Oh no, why is this one not working? This one was working just fine. Why now? Now I'm confused. The gold one works. That's the important one, but what? These settings are exactly, oh right, I forgot. I need to change this one to the goo as well. So let's just, really, you're gonna go back and then you're gonna freeze on me? Gosh dang it, game.
You get the idea.
Okay, well, I got all of these guys working. It's very much not at all in the way I was expecting it to be working. And it looks like I didn't need this other advanced breaker at all. I'm gonna keep that around just in case there is a way for me to get it to be all of these that I'm just not knowing. Or if I'm just a complete idiot, but I could have sworn that there really was a way for this to be done. But hey, you know what? They are all breaking, which means if we go back up over to here, we should be able to find, yep, they're all going up. All that's really left is to just automate the time fluid creation. Now, this is probably the easiest part in all of this. We just need to put this in our into our reaction chamber, which we do have right back here, so that should be good. We'll just need to give that a couple of patterns. Fortunately, those patterns are incredibly easy as we already have ourselves our time crystals being completely automated. The only other part in this is just going to be the polymorphic fluid, which can also be automated from here. It's going to put in water. We already have the water automated. Lastly, it'll just come down to the creation of the polymorphic catalyst, which is once again incredibly easy. Did I ever actually make something for nether warts? I have a lot of warts. Okay, that tells me that there is a wart chicken somewhere. Yep, right here. There is a wart chicken. Okay, cool. So that should be everything. We just need to go ahead and throw this in here. We can throw these guys all into their respective places. That's good. I just need to grab myself some drawers for the polymorphic fluid and the time fluid. Other than that, we should be fine. So there we go. I got those drawers set up all well and good. So now I can just go ahead and ask for all the time fluid buckets I could ever desire. They'll all just be going in here, and then it'll give me everything I need for this. That is good. It really is just gonna come down to outputs being a fun pain in the butt, but yeah, there we go. Now we've got ourselves our time fluid automated, which will in fact help us for our final processes that are going to come very, very soon. So there we go. Now, for those of you who've played this mod pack or been around, you might be thinking, Cookie, couldn't you have just made one of these and set it up to replication so that way you wouldn't need to do any more of this and set up your polymorphic catalyst to replication as well? And to that I say, yeah, I could have done that. What you gonna do about it? I didn't want to do singularities today. I have other things to do today. I'm really trying to procrastinate on needing to do this because it has a hidden quest line, which means this quest isn't fully activated yet. So I don't actually know what's going on, but I'm totally not concerned behind the scenes. I'm totally not procrastinating. This is just things that we absolutely needed to do today. It's not something that could have easily been avoided. Shut up. All we need to do now is open up today's chance cube. Yes, it is that part of the show where I open a chance cube risking my life for all your entertainment. It also serves as a good distraction for whatever may or may not just have transpired. Let's go ahead and see what happens today. Wow. That was fun. Quick, what's 70 times 50? Or no, 75 plus 50. Well, Crunchy Cookie's mind exploded from the power of math. The funny thing is, if I had kept my suit on, because I like to take my stuff off after the inventory bomb incident from Skies 2, if I had just left my stuff on, I'd been fine. So do you like this video? Good. Then be sure to check out our last Stoneblock 4 video where we got ourselves the final OP chickens. Bye-bye!